Okay, most recent question that I got. This wasn't written into YouTube, but someone questioned on Instagram asking, referring to a picture of me from 17 years ago, doing a front double bicep, and you could see splits running through my biceps. And he asked, why is it that you would see old pictures of bodybuilders and then years later they don't have the same amount of detail or the same splits, say, in the bicep, the fibers and whatnot? He asks, is it from site enhancement oil? Is it from not being able to get to that body fat level again? Well, there's a variety of reasons, depending on the individual that you're talking about. But for my particular picture, there was many reasons. One is the photo was almost 20 years ago, and it was taken from like a screenshot of a video. So it's a lot grainier. So the darks are darker, the lights are lighter. So you're seeing these deep lines. Very much like when you look at videos of 90s bodybuilders, you're like, their condition was so much better. Well, that's not true. It's really not true. It's like the video quality was grainier, so what you're seeing just popped out more, where today's 4K video is a lot more crisp, and it will come off as though the conditioning is not the same, when in fact the best conditioned guys today are better than the best conditioned guys back then. Aside from a few of the wacky guys like Andreas Munzer, and but I'd put Phil Heath up against anyone when he's his best conditioning. Flex Lewis, same thing. Their conditioning is out of this world. So that's one reason. Another reason is that a lot of amateurs have to make a weight class. Okay, so the day before the show, for me, for the Nationals, when I competed in Dallas in 07, I landed in Dallas at like 10 a.m. at 185, 186. And I had to make 176 that night by like 5 p.m. So I went straight to the hotel gym, and I was doing hour after hour of cardio. And then I would go and sit in the sauna, and then I might have like one bite of chicken, and then go take a nap, and then go repeat that. And I would go do another hour, fully bundled up with a wool cap on and a hoodie, do another hour, go in the sauna for half an hour, go back to my room and lay down. Repeat it until I made weight. So you were literally, even if you ate and drank all night, the next day you were still peeled beyond anything you would ever imagine. Where, as a pro, your goal, yes, is to be as conditioned as possible, but you're also standing next to guys that are giant. As opposed to when you're amateur, everyone next to you is the same weight, similar size. So you want to hold as much size as you can as a pro. So there's a balance between getting ultra shredded and staying full. And that's part of the reason why you're seeing guys who are much better conditioned as amateurs than they were as pros. For me, I know that when I'm show ready, I still have splits in my biceps. But a lot of the times you don't see a grainy old 1990s camera taking a picture of my arm. Now it's a lot clearer. So I'll have to find the right lighting and show you that my biceps do split when I'm lean. But my arm is a lot bigger. I've never used a site enhancement oil. My arms aren't, that's not the reason for any blurring in my arms. I think sometimes when you add so much more tissue, then it is harder to get it conditioned as deeply as it once was. But nonetheless, it'll still be, the body fat is gone. It's still going to be very conditioned. So that's that. That's it. There's no one reason. There's a bunch of reasons. One is cameras. Two is the weight restriction as an amateur, as opposed to when you're A pro, you just bring your best package as opposed to fitting in a weight class. Although there's 212 guys, you know, I have to get into a weight class, and it's not a struggle anymore. When I was 202, that was a lot tougher. 212, I'm ready to go, you know, a week out, and I can pretty much cruise in. So it's not that difficult for me to make weight. But some guys, it's very difficult. I know Flex, it's not super easy for him. It's not super easy for Ashkelani or Tank Dixon and a bunch of the guys. Hadi Chupan. So that's it. That's it. Cameras, weight restrictions, and of course there are some people that shoot the hell out of themselves with a bunch of oil, and that's gonna create scar tissue and blur lines for sure. But that's it. I hope that answers your question, and I hope it makes sense, because it sure as hell makes sense to me. All right? Thanks.
Alright, this is the Boston Mass. Thanks again for watching. Now, if you're not subscribing, subscribe now. Tell all your friends to subscribe. If you haven't, do it now. Alright?